Hello, gamers and YouTubers. This is Ouija. Boy, I love saying that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about The Voice. I'm sure you guys all know about it. You know, we got Christina Aguilera. She's my favorite, so she's the only one that I really know is on the show. I think I know, what's his name? The guy who sings Happy Pharrell, I think his name is. He's on there. And he's a good singer, and everybody thinks he's a vampire because he doesn't age at all. But they're on The Voice, they're judges. And I almost met them. Yes, that's right. I'm a singer. I like to sing. I don't do it professionally, but I'm trying to work on it, get some voice lessons to try and get more range in my voice. But I do have a lot of confidence in myself. And I went to the audition. It was in Philly. So me, my mom, and my mom's friend rented a car, we drove up to Philly, and I met some amazing people. Well, they weren't that amazing since I just made them, but they were more friendly than I thought that they would be. And they were all as nervous as I was. So everybody's talkative when they're nervous. And we were just talking to each other. I met about 4 or 5 people, and there was this man. He was an amazing singer. He brought his guitar, but I don't think he didn't play it in the room. This is how it worked. So we got up there. We were walking around looking for where the entrance to The Voice is. There was a bunch of signs around though, so it wasn't that hard to find. Plus there was a long line of people. So we went and stood in a line. My mom couldn't come with me because I was 18 and only like little kids that were auditioning had to have their parents with them. So I went in through the door and we waited for a long time. They kept moving us from room to room, and there was this one room we were in. It was like an empty gym with a whole bunch of chairs around. And there was these people I was sitting next to. We were all talking, we were all excited. So what song are you singing? I'm singing this, what are you singing? So then we just started singing, and the whole room knew the song we were singing. It was the Sam Smith song, Stay With Me, and everybody started singing it. The guy on the guitar was strumming his guitar while the girl was singing, and then they were just harmonizing together, and everybody jumped in. It was so beautiful because seeing all those people who shared my dream, my hobby, my talent, and I was singing with them, and the whole room, it was just so beautiful. I got it on my Snapchat. Time to remember, take pictures. So after we left the room, we went into the audition, the back part. It was like a hallway with a bunch of rooms, and we had to sit outside of the room until it was our turn to go in. Now there was 10 other people that go into the room with you in audition, and you just stand up, state your name and the song that you're singing, sing 30 seconds of the song until the producer stops you. Now the producer, he was sitting behind a desk in a computer. It was just one person, so it was kind of weird. It wasn't like, the actual audition, because they explained it to me. I was asking a bunch of questions because I have to, understand what I'm getting myself into. Now there's the audition that I did, and then there's the callback, and then if you make it past the callback, then you go to on the show to the auditions and meet Pharrell and Christina Aguilera and all of the other judges. So we were in the room and we stood up, stated our name. There was this one guy, he was singing A Woman's Worth by Maxwell, and if you don't know that song, it's a very high pitched song. It is slow and it's so beautiful. He hit every note, and I was just like, "Woo, sing it!" Like I wanted to say it out loud, but I was like, "No, I'm gonna be professional. I don't want them to kick me out of here or anything." So after he was done singing, the producer said, "Perfect." And then he said, "You can sit down now." So I was thinking, oh yeah, he's definitely getting in. And he even told us outside the room that he's been in there before. He's been on the show. Ironically, he said that they didn't show him on the episode at all. He made it past the audition, the actual audition, and he was on a couple of episodes of the show. He was supposed to be, but they just didn't show his face when they put it on TV. And I think that was really fucked up because he actually made it, and he didn't get any credit or any acknowledgement for being there. So I thought that he was gonna get in. Then everybody else stood up saying there was a few people that was in there with me that I could tell they were kind of shaky. I don't think they're gonna make it. But when I sang, I got up there. I said, "So my name's Luigi," and then I said I'm gonna be singing Alicia Keys' "Fallen," and I've been practicing the song, so I knew that I was gonna do well. And I started singing. I was listening to myself. I was like, "Yes, girl, sing it." And then the producer, he looked up at me because at first he was looking on his computer when I started singing. Then he looked up when I hit that high note in the beginning, and then he was just so like interested. He was looking at me, and I just kept singing. I kept putting my all into it. And then when I was done, he stopped me and he was like, "Perfect." Just like the other guy who was singing so amazing, so I was feeling good. I was like, "Yes, you killed that shit, girl." And then that's when everybody was done. And then he was like, "Unfortunately, nobody made it to the next round. That doesn't mean that you should stop singing. I think there's a lot of good and strong singers in this room. It's just you're not what we were looking for." And you all did well, and thank you for coming to the audition and being a part of the voice process. So after he said that, we all left, and then I realized something. When I got up there and I sang my heart out, I wasn't expecting to get past the round. It was more of I did good, and I hope that I do pass because I know the way that these things work. I did good, and I know the way that I sang, it wasn't as bad as like anybody else that was there. I heard the way that I have really good hearing when I'm singing, and I heard that I was doing the song correctly. I was doing the song the way that it was supposed to be sang, hitting every note that was supposed to be hit, and I sounded great. So even when the guy who said he had already passed the audition the first time didn't get in, I was like, okay, if I didn't get in, that's fine. But he should have definitely got in because he can sing and he made it past the first round. So why didn't he get in this time? And it hit me just like that. They're not looking